Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop right there. This channel is not intended for kids under the age of 13. So if you're under the age of 13, please leave.
Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Diamond Select Toys, the Iron Giant, Battle Mode Iron Giant, and it has light up eyes. And I gotta give a huge shout out to Diamond Select Toys for making this review possible. And as you can see, it comes in that typical style Diamond Select packaging. On the right side of the box, it says Iron Giant with the silhouette of a forest and the night sky with some stars, looking really nice. On the back of the package, it shows the Iron Giant, says the Iron Giant Select, and then it has some read-up information. Here we have a close-up of the read-up information, so feel free to pause it if you'd like to read it. Straight out of the package, Iron Giant comes with some flat palm karate chop style hands. The Iron Giant also comes with a pair of grip hands, so if you got some food accessories, don't know why a robot would want to eat, or if it's like Bender from Futurama, maybe he wants to drink to get some fuel or energy, but either way, he comes with some gripping hands that you can really have some fun with. Now, the Iron Giant doesn't just come with interchangeable hands, but since it's Battle Mode Iron Giant, we get weaponized arms. And I really like how they have the green paint in there. I almost wish it was like a translucent green plastic that could light up, adding more to the light up feature, which would have been really cool. But you just get this like crazy clamp arm. These are articulated, sort of loosely a little bit. As you can see, that one doesn't want to hold up. Let me see if I flip it over. Yeah, this one has a little bit more of a hold, but you could always, add some nail polish or, stuff like that to make them a little bit stiffer. But it's cool that they're actually articulated. It does pivot right here at the arm, so you can get that full rotation, and that's the part that plugs into the arm. Now, saving my favorite weapon arm for last, I love this like laser arm. Inside, you can see the green there. I wish it was translucent to where we can get a glow or something. But the neon green definitely adds to this. And then you got the whole just look of it. It just looks mean. Got the spot in the front where you could plug in like a muzzle flash or something. But overall, just a really nice laser gun arm. Here we have an up-close look at the Iron Giant. One thing you're going to notice that is completely different from the original release is the eyes. The eyes are all sort of closed up to a little pinpoint versus being open and rounded. This one definitely is the battle mode with that look, and I love this figure. I love the sculpt work. I love the rivets. I like the paint work, and it's not even like it has a lot of paint. It's just enough paint. As you can see, one shoulder cover of the screws there. This one didn't come with one on there. That's unfortunate, but hey, it happens, and it's not that big of a deal to me, at least. And as we're looking through this figure, there's just the details perfect. I love it. I love the Iron Giant movie. It was a great film, and I love the animation style, and just the Iron Giant to me is very iconic, and I think it's very iconic to a lot of people. He makes a lot of guest appearances in a lot of shows, like Ready Player One had the Iron Giant in there. On the back here, you can see all the rivets and details and the spot where you put the batteries, and again, lots of little covers to cover up the screw holes, which looks pretty good. Got the vents. Screws are shown on the inner thighs and stuff like that on both sides, which again, it doesn't bother me that much. They are more shiny than the figure itself, but it's a robot. One thing that I do like a lot is the sculpted like hydraulics in the back of the leg. Even got the sculpted in detail in the bottom. Just really, really well done with the sculpt work and the look of the Iron Giant. Diving into some articulation on the Iron Giant, and the first thing I want to point out, his jaw moves. I love that. I think articulated jaws, when done right, adds a whole different level to the figure, and his head can do a full 360. He's got a dent right there, which I didn't even notice. That's a good detail right there. His head can look up and down pretty much that much. You can look up that far, look down that far. So, a little bit. Now, his arms, like, the articulation on this is pretty cool. So, he has, like, a disc hinge for the arms to go up and down. So, you get tons of, like, angle there. But instead of it rotating inside this, like, sort of shoulder-capped armor piece, that whole piece rotates, which is awesome. And then we get bicep swivel up here. We also get a elbow bend. We get a rotation at the forearm. And then we also get rotation at the wrist and bending at the wrist. So a good amount of articulation in the arms. All right. We get into the actual ab part. He can lean back and forward. Lean back and forward. He can swivel right there. So that crunch ball joint that they have up here works very well with him, doing the hula hoop. Then we get into the ball hips. These hips are just rods with balls that go right into them. So split-wise, that's as far as you're going to get. But if you're going to do a field goal kick, the Iron Giant's the route to go. And the knee bends that far down. But what's crazy is you can actually reverse bend the knee. So, don't know why it's like that, but it's still cool. And then we get down to his actual feet. Let me focus it because I'm bringing it in close so you can see it. Feet do bend quite a bit. There's no pivot in there. And then you can actually see the little, like, hydraulics, how they engineered it into the moving of the ankle, which is awesome. The Iron Giant, all geared up with his weapon arms, looks awesome. So here I turned off a lot of my lights. I just have one on and then some natural light coming in through the door. And you can see how the eyes glow, the mouth glows, but I'm going to turn off my main light. And you can see how the glow in the mouth looks, the eyes. You can see the glow actually protrudes through the plastic of the skull of the robot or the head of the robot. And it looks pretty cool. But one feature I found out, going with that green we were talking about, how I'd love to have it translucent, they did something to make up for it, and that is, it is black light reactive. You can see on both arms that green is super bright, and it is awesome. If you're not going to give us translucent like plastic or LED plastic, black light reactive is definitely where it's at. And here we have some size comparison of a variety of manufacturers. We got ourselves a Marvel Legend Hammerhead, a Plunderling. We got good old cute Ash here. We got a Mezco Atticus Doom. And then we also have Super 7's Casey Jones. So you can really see how the Iron Giant scales with your other figures. When it comes to the Iron Giant, this figure is fun to pose around and play with. It feels good in hand. The paintwork, just the whole sculpt work and paintwork captures the look and feel of the character. And even with the shoulder piece missing that little cover, it doesn't bother me. Like, I know a lot of people will be like, oh, but it's shinier than the actual robot and this and that. Like, if you want, just go get some gray paint and paint over it if it bugs you that much. Hey, to me, it's a screw. It's a robot. It's supposed to be metal. Who cares? But this figure is awesome. I can't wait to get a hold of the original one. I have it on pre-order at Big Bad Toy Store, and you know how those pre-orders are. But I want the original one that looks less aggressive, but also comes with that little Hogarth to sit on the shoulder. I mean, I'm looking forward to that. And this figure, again, is just phenomenal. I really like it. It's definitely worth picking up. If you're into robots, you're into the movie, The Iron Giant, it's definitely worth picking up. This figure is just too fun to pose. I have him ripping off the sign above the entrance to the pub, and he's holding it, and it's awesome. This figure is great. I couldn't be happier to have it, and I can't wait to get the original. And that sums up my unboxing and review of Diamond Select Toys, the Iron Giant, Battle Mode Iron Giant. If you guys like what you saw or you're enjoying my content, hit that like button. New to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And anybody that wants to know when I post up a new video, hit the silver bell notification. And for all your Diamond Select toys needs, go ahead and check the links down below. They're all listed down there, so it keeps you up to date with what's coming out from Diamond Select, and also allows you to go to their site and order some of these amazing figures yourself. So I want you guys to have the best luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.